Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome to No Tea with JD, because apparently the Booktube Real Talk tag might involve spilling tea, and I don't want that to happen. A couple of people have mentioned that. I think it's kind of interesting that they phrase it that way, but it is what it is. So let's chat. There's a couple of questions about Booktube. Some people have taken it very seriously. I'll take it half serious, half jokingly, because I do have some opinions, as we all do, which is wonderful. But my opinion comes from the perspective of a 38-year-old Puerto Rican living in Atlanta who's also an indie author and started this channel because he's an indie author. So yeah, I've been building my platform for years, and I've gotten to 500 subscribers, and I average double-digit views on my videos. So you know that, I'm the shit. Seriously though, Booktube is a community. There's good things, there's bad things, there's in-betweens, there's weird stuff, and there's typical stuff. It's what happens in a community. There's humans interacting. Obviously, it's gonna get weird eventually. There's gonna be drama. I've seen a higher propensity for drama in the last year and a half than the rest of the time I've been on Booktube, which is like when I published in 2014. So let's say I've been at this for like 4 years. I actually had to do I've been skipping on the Booktube anniversary tag for so long. I have to do it, and so sorry, you tagged me way long, a long time ago, and I haven't done it, so I'll do it. So let's get into the questions. Question number one: what's something nobody told you about Booktube before you started your channel? First off, I had no idea Booktube existed. I started a YouTube channel because I thought it was something that would make sense with my platform as an indie author. I don't promote my work that much because I'm stupid that way, and I prefer to connect with people. It's been an interesting ride, but I had no idea that Booktube was a thing, and I got into it, and did tags, did hauls, did TBRs, did the whole shebang, and I'll talk about that soon because there's questions related to that. Question number two: what is your opinion on typical Booktube videos? Let's see, we're going to talk about that, wrap-ups, TBRs, hauls, etc. I think every video has its place, has its audience. What I watch is different from what most people watch because I've been watching Booktube for a long while, and eventually it gets to a point where you gravitate towards different things. I like chatty videos like I try to make. I like to have proper conversations. You don't need to have editing skills, you just need to be real, and I've met some really lovely people. Tend to not check out hauls because a lot of people do like these massive hauls, and then you see their Goodreads and they've read like 10 books. You go like, your haul had 26 books, but it's November and you've read 10 books. But disconnect. I like wrap-ups and I like book reviews as well. If I watch a book review video, it's about a book that I'm curious about. It's not that this person who has a channel did a review on every single book that they've read and I'll just watch every single book. No, if I'm interested, I'll check it out, or something piques my interest for X or Y reason. I don't do hauls. I don't do most of the time. TBRs I stopped doing because it was an exercise in futility, and I would just jinx myself. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna read these 10 books, and I would read 10 other books, if that, maybe 10. That's a brave number for a month. But no, again, people find appeal in different things. I'm not too keen on the hauls because it does promote some of the things that I don't think are the best values that Booktube has. Some people have made a case that there is a consumeristic or materialistic aspect to Booktube, and I think there's some truth to that. because some people go like, oh, look at all these books, oh, all these books, and they don't read them. And buying for the sake of buying anything, I don't think is a good idea. Spinning tea. Question number 3, what is an assumption you had about Booktube before you joined? Was it proven to be correct or not? One assumption was that I thought some people were going to be too hard-assed about their opinions, and it's been proven and disproven. Some people do not listen to reason. That's part about being human. You're going to find some people that really will not listen to reason. And then you're going to have people who have a really strong opinion, but you see the comments and you see the interactions that they have with people with differing opinions, and you go, that's the stuff of Booktube that I like. And I like when people have like in-depth conversations in the comment section. And something that opens dialogue. Some people respond just to respond, which is very valid and I actually appreciate it. It's good to acknowledge people who write in your channel. And there's other people who have like boilerplate answers, like, yeah, it's so true. Yeah, that really contributed to the conversation. And that's one thing. Another assumption is that some people would be in it exclusively for attention, and I think that goes across all social media, and it does apply to all of us in some way. We all want to matter, we all want to be relevant. It's nice to have an opinion and have someone say, oh, because of your opinion I'm going to check that out. Or, you know, I wouldn't like my opinion to dissuade anyone from checking something out, but I would like it to be a fair warning, so that it's like, thanks for letting me know that there was a lot of bullshit romance in that fantasy novel that was basically a romance novel with fantasy elements. Stuff like that. But I wouldn't want people to go like, oh, because JD said that you must not ever read that book. I shall not, because his word is gold. Fuck it. Seriously. I have an opinion, you have an opinion. I like to have conversations, and I like when people have conversations and have differing opinions. That's what makes it interesting. And I think what's really cool about this community, and what I didn't know about this community, is that the comment section could be so active, lively, and interactive, in the sense that you can have some really interesting exchanges with people with high caliber of an IQ and an opinion, because they are well read. Even though that's a bullshit phrase, I agree, but still, you know, we have opinions. It's good to have a conversation, and it can be interesting to have differing opinions. Question number 4, what is something you've done that has actually helped you grow your audience? I've grown to a whopping 500 plus subscribers by interacting, watching other people's videos, and whatnot. There's artificial means of increasing your subscriber count. If you keep fixated on numbers, be it a subscriber count or how many people watch your videos, you're gonna get frustrated, or at least the average person is gonna get frustrated. There's some people that simply resonate with other people. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes I go, really, that person has how many followers? I don't know. And then you see other people that are fascinating, and they have like, 600 followers, and you go like, it makes no sense that this person that is genuinely kind in different social media platforms, has a brain, has a pleasant, soothing voice, does not have a 1/10 of the subscriber count of other people, but hey, it is what it is. You do you, and some people will do anything for a view and for a subscribe. I won't edit. I don't know. If you're not doing it for fun, you're doing it wrong. That's my opinion. But something that I've done that has actually helped is genuinely interact with people, because if you genuinely interact, people might give a chance to to your channel. Another thing I did, or I try to do, is be as me and as genuine as possible. Not every day is fantastic. Not every day is great. Not everything is awesome. Sometimes shit happens. And I do believe that we can use this platform for a lot better than what we use it, and that is a very, very me opinion. But not everyone has family that was in Puerto Rico when Hurricane Maria passed. I did the Hurricane Maria book tag. You can look it up. If you want to see me completely just a mess, an emotional wreck, because I didn't know if my family was okay, or what happened to my house and back home and whatnot, by all means, check out that video. You know, and while I was doing that and trying to, you know, do videos to share information about what was going on the island, I saw people bitching that, you know, oh my God, they changed the cover of this, you know. So there are superficial aspects that kind of suck. But that video did help people see me for who I am and what I stand for and what I believe in, and that, you know, I try and care as much as possible. Yeah. Question number 5. What is a common mistake you see new booktubers making, or one that you made? I think it's falling down the rabbit hole of Booktube. It is a very deep rabbit hole with a lot of rabbits. A lot of pleasant rabbits as well. I had a watch later list that was like 400 videos deep. It's finally down to 0. I'm really happy about that. I'll talk about that experience later. But that would lead to stress, because that's how we are. It's like, oh, I'm not watching this person's video and they're gonna think that I don't care. That would be some of the thoughts that, and I try to care as much as possible, but it gets to a point where it's like, dude, it's just a video. It's just a video. And it's good to have enthusiasm and be pumped up, enjoy it, but have fun with it. I've seen people in other channels, I've seen people that are completely broken because of X or Y thing, or it gets to them being on social media in general. And if you're nearing that, by all means, delete all the apps and stop this nonsense. And that's not me being the jaded 38-year-old, blah, blah, blah. That's me seeing someone who's, I don't know if they've been borderline suicidal, but they don't look well. And they still do videos. And it's like, dude, seriously, get help. Or dudette. It might have been a female, or it might have been more than one person. But yeah, you gotta be careful with social media, and Booktube is no different. Booktube is a social community. And I've never been sucked into drama, luckily. I had one psycho that stalked me from Google+, but luckily it wasn't drama, it was fear that assaulted me, because that person was nuts. Luckily that person's channel was taken down and I haven't heard from since. I hope I don't mention them too often, because I don't want to Beetlejuice the shit out of the situation. But it is a social community. Some people troll for the sake of trolling. I with the exception of that person who was mentally unstable, I don't think I've had like a bona fide troll, which I'm very thankful for. And I'm not calling, you know, seriously, I'm boring as hell. Don't come to this channel. But you know, bullies happen, trolls happen. You have to know how to ignore and deactivate a situation, and I've been very fortunate in that sense. Question number 6. What are your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships? As long as you're genuine, go, you know, have at it. If you want to put a price tag on your opinion, by all means do it. That's your call. I think it's not the best call. There's some people that have been called out sellouts because of that, but beyond that, it's just hypocritical, and it takes so much energy to be hypocritical. So why the hell bother? But I think it's cool to have a relationship with a publisher and sponsorships. You know, having a sponsorship means that you can do more of what you enjoy, and if you enjoy doing this, then power to you. Just don't be a sellout or don't be a douche, but that's asking a lot of people. You know, some people aren't able to not be an asshole or not be a douche or not be a sellout because they think that matters. And in the minimal scope of things, not even in the big scope of things, in the small scale of things, it is meaningless. And I think it's very important for people to be very conscious that it's what we do is not necessarily meaningless, but not to take it that seriously, or to know to keep a distance, because some people just go all in, and it's lovely. It's lovely to see people enthusiastic about anything, but again, I've seen so many people frustrated because of numbers and stuff like that, and people aren't watching my videos again, or the damn algorithm. Dude, just have fun. That's always going to be my message. Just have fun. Question number 7. Do you think Booktube is dying? No. It's morphing into something different. Some aspects could be better. Some aspects could be worse. I don't know. And I think asking whether a community is dying or not is a weird question. You know, the only social media platform that has truly died will be Google Plus, because it was put to death. But Booktube is a sub-community within YouTube, and it benefits a lot of people. And it connects a lot of people, so I don't see that going anywhere soon. Do I see it morphing and changing? Yeah. What's relevant now is not what was relevant, 6 months ago, 1 year ago, year and a half ago, and whatnot. I'm using 6-month increments arbitrarily, honestly. But I do not think that Booktube is dying. Do I think that I am watching less Booktube? Hell yeah. I am watching a lot less Booktube, just because I have other stuff to do. I have other projects to do that really demand my attention and I'm passionate about, so I do that. But I've done a ton of videos that I'm going to be posting, and there's other stuff that I want to be doing because I'm interested in doing that. It's not because I have to do it, it's because I find value in it, and I think that's very important. If you get 10 views, but you see value in what you did, then you're doing it right. And if you can maintain that, then Booktube will never die. As for tagging my friends, oh Lord. I think most of my friends have done this video. And yeah, I'm in no position to tag anyone, so I won't. If you want to do this, by all means, consider yourself tagged, which means no one will do it because of me, because every time you say that, people do not do anything. You have to call people out, or else they won't do it. But yeah, if you want to do it, consider yourself tagged. If you want to have a conversation, by all means, use that sexy comment section down below. You can see all my other videos and see that I do interact and I do respond to pretty much all the answers that I come across. If the notifications on YouTube suck, it's out of my control, but it has happened. But yeah. Hope I didn't spill tea, hope I didn't offend, hope people have fun, and hope people see value in either this video or the one that they make. So until next time, peace, love, and maki rolls.